Now then, welcome back to another episode of Material Energy Cubed. Third-party mod pack from the Feed the Beast launcher made by Parcel31U, winner of Jampacked 2014. And looky where I am. Look at behind me. The Complete the Monument part of this mod pack is awesome. And we are getting awesomely close to it. Down the side there, we've got all of the open box trophies. We've only got 2 walls missing. So we've only got 2 places of adventure to explore in the spatial discs to find 2 more wool. That's it, black and red. Reputedly to be the hardest of the wools to get in any CTM. I'm presuming so now, as we're going to be going into like really nightmare situations to go and find those wools. We've got some grinding to do with getting the tanks filled with various ingredients. I believe we only need a tank that has a small amount of the liquid in it, but we probably will be going with a full tank if possible. Now, with all these blocks as well, all of these blocks of materials, we've been finding quite a bit of this stuff around and about in the different areas, sort of unlocking. And the octuplet compressed cobblestone is going to take a long time. But all the metals we're sort of finding in the spatial places. So when we're going in to get black and red, we're going to find those metals just naturally, I believe. So the only really grindy stuff is this kind of bits here. Liquid XP, energized glowstone, seed oil, that's a difficult one. Milk, can't be too hard. Biomass, that might be a difficult one as well. I've got to figure that one out. Ethanol, I've got to figure that one out. Destabilized redstone, I think that's complete now. So there's a couple, like the biomass and the seed oil and the ethanol, which are forestry liquids. So we're gonna not concentrate on the next adventure and get the next wool and all that. We're gonna save that for a little bit. We're not going off exploring and trying to do many quests today for completing the quest book. I've been working on a little area for my bees, my forestry side of things, to not only produce a large amount of seed oil to try and fill this drum. That one farm there with just those seeds is not enough. I'm going to have to get trees such as walnut trees. We do actually have some walnuts in here. Yeah, chestnut, walnut, those kind of nutty trees are the ones we want to go for. I've got a lot of trees in here already, but not the ones that I actually need. So we're going to try and get all the trees and stuff as well, as sort of like a personal quest to do all the trees in forestry, because I've not done that before, and I would like to do it. That I would find it very interesting. My bees currently, these 9 little apiaries that I've got going on, all automated with applied energistics, have been running some time. The Imperial drones, which we created using Gendustry a couple of episodes ago, have now cycled through at least 10 times. Maybe more, because there's so many left over there. We've now moved on to doing light grey to get the light grey honey drops for the quest. We've got a light grey there as well for some reason. I'm sure we had a grey. Yeah, a grey. I guess greys have disappeared. That was pristine stock as well. And she's gone. Well, we'll find that in a minute, because what we're doing today is ripping out this little section. It's done me a world of good. Cultivated, cool. And modest, yeah. We've got some normal forestry bee stuff going on over here as well. It's been automated all the time. I've been trying to complete the quests there. But I've also sort of started lining up this area around here to do a kind of a bee victory monument, because there's no bees in the victory monument. So I'm going to do a bee victory monument. They do come from the reward bags, so it's not like it's amazingly hard to get the bees, but to get large amounts of them, that's pretty good. And to get them all, as in completing forestry, is something that I've never done. So, as I'm so far into it already, I know some of these bees are not like the magical bees that you can get as add-ons for forestry and things like that. I know we can't do all that kind of stuff in here, and I'll probably do some of that sort of stuff, maybe in Wanderlust or something like that, to get all the other crazy bees. But all the bees we've got available in here, all the coloured bees, all these coloured bees, I'm thinking I'm going to get sorted out in here. Well, there's a good amount there. Basic import buses, here we go. What I want to set up today is a little bit of automation, and as you can see, I've been setting up things as I think they're going to need to go. There are 16 spaces across here, one for each colour. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 spaces for all of the colours that we've got in Minecraft. 16 colours in Minecraft. Over this side, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Oh, I believe last episode we picked up a hive that I needed. Best get that now. Where is it? There it is. A modest hive. We also got a wintry hive there as well. Let's take that warrior. And the other hives we've got in here, we've got a forest hive. We've got a tropical hive and a meadows hive and a marshy hive. And let's have a look, see what order they normally go in. So we go forest hive first, yes. I only want one. Then we got the meadows hive, then the modest hive, then the tropical hive, wintry hive and marshy hive. So I'm just going to do them in that order because that's the order they are in any eye. And what I'm thinking here is marking this up by putting them in here like this. So we get the forest hive above, and I'm going to get an apiary that hasn't got anything in it. Well, I suppose I'll take those out for now. Take this up, put this over here, like so. That's now going to have an import bus underneath it, and I'm going to have a fuzzy export bus going into behind it, so I can come around the back here and configure the export buses, and if I need to upgrade import buses, I can do that as well. And the piping will all go down underneath there and head back over to the AE system. I don't really need all of these spaces open, but I've done it anyway so I could see from underside what I wanted to do. So I'm going to transfer these across. I'm also then going to do the same sort of thing, but probably with coloured wool, and have all of the colours of bees along here. So there are these 6 to start us off. Yep, these 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we got those. And we only just picked this one up, which I'm pleased about, because when I was thinking about this, I had a look and I saw no modest hive anywhere. And I was like, ooh. Now, I'm pretty sure wintry's not going to actually be in the right conditions for it over here. I'm pretty sure the wintry is not the right condition for it. But I can modify them using these genes technology. So it's my aim to get a wintry actually running in here. Behind here, behind this little bit, I've got a little bit of extra grassy space. So any special flowers and things that these bees need, I can sort out behind the back here. But from the front, I'm hoping that it's going to look very, very sweet, because it's going to be laid out quite nice. We've got to do a bit more crafting first, though. I've got 10 there, so I think I've got 33 altogether. I don't think I've got some precision. I don't need the precision ones. Yeah, so I need to get myself some more materials made up. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of those. So I need about 24 of each import and export. Fuzzy export and normal basic imports making. I'm not sure how much stuff I've got to make them. So if we look at import, we shall start with those. I got the crafting there. Okay, that's okay. I can do that. Basic import bus requires the interfaces, conversion matrices, and these processors. Let's make another 5 of those, because I don't think I've got many processors in here actually already made up. Let's have a look. processors. I've got 9 already. Okay. And it's actually got an autocraft on there as well. But those automatically get sent out of the system as well. So, yeah, I've got enough probably to make a few. Let's craft another 10 while we're at it, because we're not short on gold or silicon. So we just have those, and they automatically go in over here. See, automatically go in there to smelt, because I never need them without being smelted. So I just auto-craft them in here, and then they automatically smelt, and they end up in here. So now I can probably start auto-crafting myself 24 basic import buses, and it will start working through and processing them all and sorting them all out for me. I also need to make these export buses, which probably need the same. Yeah, which I've got crafting recipe for there. The precision export bus is also going to need a processor. It's going to need an interface and a processor, so it's going to need twice as many. So I need to make another lot of processors. Fortunately for me, they only cost gold, really, and a bit of silicon, which we've got anyway. So let's make 45, 46 of those, and then they can get started as well. And that'll get cooking through. I'm going to go and set up all of these export buses and import buses downstairs. But while that's working, we'll leave it to it. Head back down to the bees. Here we go. The next thing that I need to figure out, now I've got 9 apres already. Yeah, 9 altogether, and I've got like 33. I'm going to need another 24 apres making. So, aperi. Oh, come on. Spell it. Spell it out to me. API. It's an IA, not an AI. Okay. APIA. There we go. So these guys here, we can make some already. 9, so we need another 24. Yeah, we can make some already. We can make quite a few already, actually. Until we run out of those guys. Okay. Now, those are being made over here, I believe. Now, they're making impregnated sticks at the minute. I've turned it off to make impregnated sticks instead. Meh. Okay. Well, that's okay, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. I always put the I first, last for some reason. Impregnated casing needs wood like that. Okay. So give me a load of wood here, and I'll start making some more in here. Let's go. It's obviously just chopped some stuff down. Yeah, it's probably just chopped a couple of trees down, and now we've got stacks of wood in here. Okay. Well, it'll use up some of the seed oil in here, which is fine. The seed oil's all going into here still. And this one, level emitter. If I run out of impregnated castings, it switches on. I see. And how many have I got? 1. Okay, that's fair enough. So, impregnated castings now. If I get another impregnated casting there, I take that, I'd take that, and then it will disappear. It'll make a new one. Okay, so I really need this to make it into 2. That way, just in case I use it like this, I can take one. It'll make another one, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. So now it should make another one. And that's 20. So I'm going to make a load of those as well and get it all laid out and set up, and then we'll start maneuvering the bees around and setting all that up to just try and get all that working. And then I've got some little bit of processing. I've set up this little section over this side to be a bit of an auto processing. So we've got to get some power to these machines. The pink power comes in, so I'm going to move that around a little bit as well and get these pink generators downstairs instead of upstairs, powering over there, and these industrial apres I'll have over in this corner that can then work on power for those that I really need a strong breed of. But I'll talk about that when I've collected some more bits and sorted some more stuff out. And so my bee victory monument approaches. My bee victory monument. We're getting there. These guys are all in the right places, it seems. However, some of them aren't going to be producing at all because they're not got the right things on. And that little git there, the marshy drones, these marshy ones, keep giving me a bit of a poison effect. So part of my own personal goal is to turn these guys into the right environment for it. So there's no flowers for those, so I think I just need to do something swampy around the back there. The winter ones, they can't do anything because it's too hot, and those ones can't do anything because it's too cold, so I need to change those two. Then I've got all the colours going in, and I can see now which colours I haven't yet got. And of course the main quests are for the forestry bio thing require me to get those colours, so I can figure out now which colours I'm missing and get a pristine stock of each running constantly through making combs for each of these. And then we've got the upgrade ones here. So generally these 6 here, the original bees you find in the world of forestry, will get upgraded into such and such. So I might have a common and an imperial or something like that. The 2 really cool ones that I want to get going in there. For instance, let's get a common princess and a common drone. Let's take that one. I've got some more in here actually. And let's take the imperial. Yes. And that one. There we go. And I can set those up over here. Oh, actually, it's more, you go with cultivated first, don't you? Cultivated. Yeah, there we go. We've got a princess and a cultivated drone. Yep. If we have a look at, say, the normal princesses, and we get, say, I don't know, a meadows princess. And we go uses of a meadows princess. Meadows and forest make common. Marshy and meadows make common. Modest. Okay, tropical and meadows makes common. Wintry and meadows makes common. Common and meadows makes cultivated. So it's common and then cultivated, really, isn't it? Forest makes that. Ooh. Leporine. I've never seen that one before. Okay. And meadows and diligent would make rural. Forest and meadows make leporine. Okay. Well, anyway. Sidetracked a little bit. I'm going to have fun just looking into all this bee nature and stuff. These guys here, though, these are going to be common and cultivated, I think. So we're going to put these round the back here. So this guy here can be common, and I can just breed commons. And this guy here, I'm going to breed cultivated. There we go. So let's put that in there for now. That can go in there as well. Can that go in there? Yes, it can. Okay, so these fuzzy export buses will keep this as full as possible and cycle the common and cultivated, which are like the basic 2 types that come from these. And then you take cultivated and common and a variety of these guys and turn them into other bees over here. And I think one of the bees that I've been quite proud of starting out is... Oh yeah, I've just thrown in a couple of spare queens as well. So I threw in this cyan queen just to get rid of. Is the Imperials. So I need the Imperials going. But what I haven't got is automation to put them back in again. Do I have... yeah, I've still got some fuzzies. Okay, well, I've only got 4 fuzzies. I got bored of making them. They were so laborious to make them all. I've got a black queen in there and a cyan queen in there, just dying off, really. So when they go back into the system, they'll pop out in the other side. But because I had 2 cyan queens and 2 black queens because of completing the quests, I'm just using them up now, getting the princesses out. So let's just pop these 4 on here like this. And those first 2 will do that. And this Imperial will put Imperial Queen in there. Just to get the Imperial Queen going. Actually, we'll put the Imperial Queen in there and let the Imperial Queen die off. But we'll put the Imperial Drone in there. So the Imperial Drones will get put into there like that. And then when I get a princess, an imperial princess, I'll come around and I'll change that to that. Okay. So eventually, I'll have all the other different types of bees in this section as well. And that will then be a kind of a victory monument, to have them all in bees. The next plan after that, well, to get all the gendustry set up over in there, we'll probably set those up next episode, so you can see my brilliant design for setting everything up, so that I can start manipulating their genes and stuff. I've already set up some basics there, at least put the machines where I want them, but I've got to move the pink power stuff down, and I've got to wire it all up, and then I've got to put these industrial apres around and stuff, but we'll save that for next episode. The next stage after setting that up will be to start doing the tree stuff, and I can place trees in here to breed trees to get special saplings of certain types, and then I'm planning on planting them up on this edge up here. So I'm planning a collection of trees around the top here. Hopefully I can make them grow in this area. I've been doing a lot of building work, just filling it all in, and I'll just need to get the tree to sort of grow out and grow up. Noisy animals. Just to get me going in that direction. But I think that's pretty good for now. I've now got like the weekend to play around with it a bit more and carry on adding more stuff to it all. And yeah, I think that will be good. I've got one thing to add to the monument that I can see so far. Let me throw this bee back in here. There we go. One thing that I can add to the monument today, as far as I know. I've got to do a little bit more mining in Cloud 8 to get a few other bits and pieces. Don't think there was anything else that I had that can go on the victory monument right now. The other thing I'm going to be doing as well is, while I'm doing the victory monument stuff, I can also have this crafting system working. Cobble. Working on the octuplet cobble again, to try and get that one block that I need for that. It's still counting down slowly but surely. Because I've had a load of crafting done, I couldn't have it doing it while I was here today. But we're getting there. It's quite a long way to go still. But while I'm messing with the bees, that can just be processing cobblestone. And eventually we'll get there. Eventually we will get there. Yeah, actually, let me just take the one thing today and take that downstairs. And let's get this episode over and done with, so I can play with my bees over the weekend. And do some more setting up and things, and sorting some stuff out. So we've got redstone, destabilized redstone. There we go. A full destabilized redstone, a full lava, a full water. And the reason we're going into trees is to get the seed oil. Biomass is probably something we can get from there as well. And ethanol is something we can get from all of the saplings and things as well. So we're working on getting those through the forestry thing. So I'm just basically setting up all the infrastructure to have the forestry stuff going on and on and on. Just like me in these episodes. And then we can work on things like the Hell and Nightmares, going off to the centre of the world, unstable crafting, going into the deep dark. Oh, I split the atom. I got these guys sorted out, so I may as well claim that reward while I'm here. Thank you very much for giving me all of this unstable stuff. It decayed immediately into lead. And then that's not going to decay at all. Thank you very much. Pop those in there. That's got some lead in anyway. And then there's other quests that we could start ploughing through while the bees are just doing what bees do best. Working through everything. Side quest wise, yeah, I'm sure we're going to complete those through heading forwards. And genetics lab, we're just going to get all of these done because they take quite some time, I can tell you, to get. Got a couple of them already started on, but I've got to actually make bees to do red, purple and magenta. Because I think magenta bees are partly red and purple, and I think I've got to make the red and the purple bees first. So yeah, that's going to be something of a project to deal with. I'm going to work on that and enjoy every minute of breeding up the bees and the trees and trying to make a little extra area for my victory monument of all the forestry goals. Yeah, that's it. That's all I've got to say. Thank you for watching another episode of Material Energy Cubed. Have a very good weekend, and I'll see you very soon on Monday for another episode of Material Energy Cubed. Goodbye.